What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this episode of Sudoku Spotlights. I am your host, Sudukos, and this is going to be Returnal. Returnal's a PS5 exclusive. It does have co-op. It's made by Housemarque, and it's a lot of fun. Um, it's very fast. Definitely got some bullet hell elements to it. If you played the Nier series, whether it's the new one or the original, or any of them really, the way boss fights kind of go in Nier, you'll be kind of familiar with how enemies fight in Returnal. Basically, it's kind of like Groundhog Day, but sci-fi. You are this astronaut, and you are stuck on a planet. Every time you die, you relive the day that you crashed onto the planet. You go about collecting information, scans, data, and progressing further and further. Every time you die and come back, there's on the right hand side there's the currencies. The top one that I have 10 of is ether. That's the currency that goes between runs, so that way you can unlock items and things like that. There's not really a menu screen or anything like that, which is why I'm kind of dropping in where I'm at. I'm also not going to show you the first level at all, so that way it doesn't really spoil anything for you guys. It'll probably take you a minute to get to this point, so if you remember the video, then good power to you, but at least you won't be seeing the enemies and stuff you're going to be fighting off the top. Just a quick rundown of the UI. Top right is the quest that I'm doing, so that's the orange marker on my mini-map, which would be in the bottom right. The icons on the mini-map, greens are like pickups, item, or not items, oh, my mind's blanking here. Let's just go show you. Like ether or malignant things. The malignant things can cause malfunctions in your suit, or they can cause damage. Um, they're kind of like your perks and your passives. It's a roguelike, so when you die, you do lose like your weapons and your upgrades, and kind of start from the beginning. On the left, we have your health bar and the 3 slots. I have 1 out of the 3 filled in to the left of the health bar. That's how you upgrade your max health. The second chunk beside my health bar there is how much it's been upgraded. The number 9 with the star below it is my weapon proficiency, which basically means the guns that drop should be level 9 or higher, or power level 9, however you want to phrase it. This is a treasure chest because I'm at the start of a level. So there you go. That's basically what I have, just with a different passives on it, and a lot more reactivity and damage. So we're going to swap that out. That sounds good. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes of it. Let's get rocking. Let's start fighting. So you have a dash. You have a sprint.
Fully automated.
Oh dear. We do have a melee weapon, a sword. Ooh. So that ring would have hurt me if I got hit by it. We do have a sword as well. You can... The game does take full use of the PS5 fancy controllers, where pulling the ADS trigger, the left trigger, halfway down is how you aim down the sights. Pulling it all the way down is how you do your alt fire. It's one of the only games I've seen do this so far, and it's really neat. I like it a lot, actually. You'd think it'd be hard, but it's really not.
The journey is almost over. The origin of White Shadow.
Anyways, blah blah blah.
Soon I'll know why.
The active reload, like in Gears of War, is here. So you pop it and you get the recharge. If you see in the middle of the screen there, below the subtitles, blah 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 blah. Yes, nothing lives here except for bad things. Going to the broadcast tower. Bye. So what I was talking about, there's a little lightning bolt in the middle of the screen with like my pulse is what it kind of looks like. It's actually your adrenaline. If you've played any of the other Housemarque games, you know they're big on arcade style, and this is their heritage, I would say. Every time you get hit, your adrenaline resets, but if you can keep getting kills without getting hit, then your adrenaline will go up, and then once it hits the max at 5, you get all these passive perks, like when you fire those green tracer rounds that way, that's from your adrenaline being up, and just little things like that. Also, the reload trigger, when I did that, the active reload, when that popped up, it's a much bigger area when I have the the adrenaline ranked up as opposed to if you have no adrenaline. So it's definitely a big perk to get your adrenaline up and keep it up. So don't get hit is the best way to go about it. There's not really a score in the main mode because there is like the story elements that I just talked through. But there is a daily mode that is completely based off score. So these, they're anything that's kind of like purple except for ether is malignant, which can cause a malfunction. I'm just going to melee this and hope I get the malfunction so I can show you. I did. So in the top left, we have increased our dash cooldown 2.5 seconds, which is a lot actually. So we have to kill 20 people, and then that'll go away. It's a trade-off. It's not always just for the gold, which is like the currency. Oh dear. So blue doors are loot. They're like prize rooms. Not really prize rooms, but they give you, see, like heals and stuff. So, oh dear. Where did he go now? He's over here. Jeez. Where'd he go? This is what I was talking about with like the near thing, where it's very bullet hell-esque enemies and bosses. Ooh. Jolting Ruskin. Earn salvage for the next 3 kills, detaches afterwards. 2 malfunctions. No, thank you. If you get 4 malfunctions, because your malfunctions are essentially your spacesuit, same as the integrity being your health is the integrity of your spacesuit. If you get 4 malfunctions, your suit is no longer viable, and it would... That open? Your suit is no longer viable after that many malfunctions, and you will actually die. So these big search things are actually eyeballs, and you can shoot the eyeballs to make them blink.
That's disgusting. I don't ever want to experience what she has.
Ow. Oh, they throw rings. I didn't realize they were throwing rings at me like that. Ew. We want to keep her proficiency. Alright. Onward and upward. Ooh, new gun. Thermogenic launcher. Vertical barrage. Well, hello, friend. Oh, I like that. Ooh. Like a homing rocket launcher, that's great. Let's try this. Ooh. Oh, that's fun too. Oh, me likey. Alright, let's be quick about this. I'm not going to bother with the blue room, I'm just going to head down the hall. Color room is that? Blue. I don't want to go. I'm not interested in looting right now. I just want to show you guys a little bit of the game, really. Kind of want to die or see a cool boss or something. Just so you can get like, a good taste of it. This thing hits, man. I like it. Another one of those. So I have I have a lot of equipment on right now. So like the lightning bolts that are shooting out of me when I do melee kills, that's not something that normally will happen. Anybody with a shield, you have to hit with your oops, I missed. Hit with your sword first before you can actually hit them. Alright, there we go. Easy peasy, right? This is a fabricator. Well, this one probably isn't. It's probably just heals. Yeah, it's just up to my up to stat, so. Alright, I think I need to go this way. Maybe not. Maybe I'll go this way then. So because we killed the 20 enemies and we completed the requirement for that malfunction, we no longer have the dash cooldown extension. So that's super.
More fabricators.
This fabricator.
Everything on this planet connects into a larger system.
She's so angry all the time. It's weird. So here it's almost like a shop. The bottom right currency that I have 46 of is my Ubelites, or Obolites, and man, I keep saying Ooblets. Shoutouts to Ooblets on the Xbox and Steam. Come over to PlayStation eventually, please, and Switch. But anyways, the currency, like, this is basically a shop, and it's just because I'm in World 3, like, the prices are kind of jacked up like that. So we can't afford anything. There is a fast travel system here, where you can go to areas you've already been at. Just yeah, it has to have, obviously has to have a teleporter in it, but if it does, then you can warp there. I'm supposed to go that way. There's nothing but health and stuff over here. Alright. I think I'm actually going to stop the video there. I don't want to show you too much, just because fighting the enemies and seeing the enemies for the first time and things like that, like literally why I started on this level instead of the first level was so that I wouldn't ruin any of the early stuff for you guys. So I hope they showed you a little bit of like how Returnal plays, and you kind of get a feeling for it, and now you kind of know if it's something you might be interested in. You can play it in co-op, which is really cool. Online only though, not local. And like I said, there is a daily mode. Once you get I think you have to beat the game, and then you can actually do an endless mode that was recently added. It's like the tower or something like that, where it randomly generates the levels and the enemies and everything, so you can actually just do random runs and play forever. The game's handles really nice. It's just it's different take. It's a different take on the roguelike, and I think shooter fans will really like it because it's polished like all the hell, man. Like, it's fantastic. So yeah, that's Returnal. I hope you guys check it out. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.